Hello, welcome to Real Life. Ephraim Agboni is my name. I'm glad you're watching this, and I know you'll be blessed. There's a man named Elkanah. Elkanah had two wives, Hannah and Peninnah. Bible said Peninnah had children, but Hannah had none. And then her adversary, that's what the Bible said, or her rival, or her second, Peninnah, begin to mock her, to scorn her, to reproach her, to make her angry, and made her vexed. So every time Peninnah is saying, "Where are your children?" And then Hannah is hearing a lot of things. "You are a witch, you have eaten your children, you have used your womb, you have done this. That is why you have no child, you have no single child." I believe that many people called her barren and they even insulted her because she had no child. And then every time Peninnah vexed her, Hannah will cry and she will not eat. I want you to see the two different reactions of Hannah. The Bible said this has been happening for years, and every year she cried. Every year she cried. But it came to this particular year that she changed her approach. She went to pray. You see, how often we miss a lot of things because we did not pray. We did not take it to the Lord in prayer. We did not talk to God concerning the things that we are going through. You see, crying will not change a thing. Weeping, refusing to eat will not change anything. Only faith will change your situation. Faith in God. And you must express this faith by praying to God and by believing that God is capable and God is willing to do it for you. Are you with me? So this time around, she went to pray. She refused to cry, but she prayed. You see, when you should know, the first thing you should know is that everything has due time. Your own time is different from your neighbor's time. It's different from your friend's time. Is different from your classmate or classmate time or your relative time. Your own time is different. You need to know that. After you know that, you need to know that as you wait your due time, crying will not change a thing. You need to trust God for the right time. You know, this popular saying, God's time is the best. You know, God has a timetable for you. God has a timetable for you, and you must know that. And you must know that what this will come at the timetable time. Like when we're in school, they will ring a bell for English, for maths, different subject, different timetable. So, but as a timetable, when you were born, because He knew you before you were born, when you will go to school, when you will get married, when you will get a car, when you will get a job, when you will get a house, God has a time. There is a due time. You can't bring it at your own time. We must cultivate the attitude of waiting on God and waiting for the right time. And as we do this, we must pray and stay with God. You see, you have to focus on God, not on your neighbor, your friend, your relative, or your classmate. You need to focus on God, stay on God, not what the people are saying, not what you hear and see, not what you think the other person have achieved, but you need to wait for your due time. Wait for God. And now she went to pray. So Bible said, at due time, that's what I'm saying. Bible said, at the due time, she conceived and gave birth to a son. There is a due time. So all this one, she was not delayed. She was only waiting for the due time. God did not refuse her. God was only waiting for the due time because God has a plan. God has planned it all out. God has a time for her to have a child, and not any time she thinks she should have. Do you understand what I'm talking about? You see, at the due time, she conceived and gave birth to a son. There is a due time. Listen to me, brother. There is a due time. Listen to me, sister. There is a due time. You gotta wait. You have to wait for the due time. But as you wait for the due time, stay with God. Focus on God. Pray and believe that God is bringing it to pass. At the due time, she conceived. Your time has come. This is your time. This is your season. The Lord bless you. The Lord prosper you. The Lord grant you your heart desires. It is well with you. In Jesus' name. This is Ephraim Agboni saying, keep enjoying the real life.